Today, I want to show you 2 ways in which you can make arroz rojo, also known as Mexican rice. For the first recipe, I will show you the techniques that I learned while I was in college making rice almost every day, and that will help you get a good rice. These techniques will be easiest to follow if you're a beginner. The second recipe will use the same techniques as the first one, with the difference that you'll learn how to get that traditional flavor using fresh ingredients. I promise that both recipes will yield great tasting rice. As far as the rice style goes, I will recommend you using long grain rice. My last note is for the people that wash the rice before cooking it. My family and I don't do this. If you want to do it, you're more than welcome to do so. The only thing that you have to be careful of is to dry your rice very well before cooking it, as we will be using hot oil and that combination can be a little dangerous. The ingredients for the first recipe are as follows. 1 tablespoon oil. I am using olive oil, but any neutral flavor oil works. Half a cup of rice, 1 cup water, half a tablespoon of chicken bouillon, and half a tablespoon of tomato bouillon, also known as Consomate. This is for 2 to 3 servings. If you want more or less servings, you can scale this and the next recipe accordingly. Start by putting your oil into the pan on medium heat. Once the oil is hot, add your rice and start frying it. Make sure to constantly stir it to avoid burning and to fry your rice evenly. Notice how my rice is brown and not black, meaning it is toasted and not burned. If the rice burns, you will have to start over, as burned rice is going to make your end product taste bitter. If you're scared that this might happen to you, stop frying your rice when half of it turns brown. Once we're done with this, you can add your water. Be careful not to burn yourself with the hot steam. Add the chicken and tomato bouillon, then mix everything together. Right after this, turn down the heat to low and cover your pot. In this case, I didn't have a cover for my pot, just like in my college days. So one solution that I always used was covering the top with aluminum paper. Let it cook for about 15 minutes. Check the water level. If you see that the water is over the rice, cover it and let it cook a little longer. Once you don't see the water above the rice, turn off the heat and leave your rice covered at least 15 minutes. Here, you can see the end result, a fully cooked rice that is not sticking together and with that signature red color. For our second recipe, our ingredients are 1 tablespoon of oil, again I'm using olive oil, half a cup of rice, 1 roma tomato, an 1/8 of a medium-sized onion, 2 garlic cloves, 1 cup of chicken stock, and half a tablespoon of chicken bouillon. Additionally, you can add 1 serrano pepper and some corn. Again, this is optional. If you don't want to add it, it's completely fine. We're going to start just like we did in the last recipe, by heating our oil. Then frying our rice and adding 1 of our garlic cloves in with the rice. While waiting for our rice, we can blend our tomatoes, onion, and our remaining garlic clove until we have a smooth puree. Going back to our rice, once it starts browning, add your tomato puree. Mix everything around and let the tomato cook. After 3 minutes or so, you should see it change color to a bright red. At this point, add your chicken stock, your chicken bouillon, serrano pepper, and corn. Mix everything together and cover your rice. With this kind of lid, it is easier to look at the water level. Do not lift the lid if it's not necessary. Once you see that the water level is running low, open it up, mix one more time, cover it, and turn the heat off. Leave it covered for 15 minutes until the rice finishes cooking. After our wait time, we have perfectly cooked rice that is not sticking together. I hope that you like these recipes and you get to enjoy this rice with some guisados on the side. Now, if you excuse me, I got some rice to eat.